Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we are here to play Steph's Bookopoly again for February. And I am looking forward to this one. We have Polathon in the month of February, which is in the first week of February and hosted by Jade. I will leave a link down below if you want to go and check out what that is about. And I am hyped for it. So I'm hoping to get some of those books on my TBR. I also have a stack of books that I do want to get to, so hopefully I can make that work as well. But I'm looking forward to this. If you don't know what Steph Loves Bookopoly is about, it is a twist on Becca's Bookopoly, but kind of done with a twist. I will leave a link to the playlist down below if you want to go and check the previous 2 games of Bookopoly. I started this for December's TBR last year and I really enjoy playing it and I am looking forward to it. So as ever, let's do the first roll, which is the D&D die, to find out how many rolls we are going to be doing for the month of February. Let's hope it wasn't as many as January, because that was overwhelming. To say the least. You will find out in my January stats what happened with that. So let's do the first roll, the D&D roll. Let's go. Okay, so we got 5. Okay, so for that we got 5, which is awesome because that's not too intimidating. If we get any doubles, I have got room to grow, so I am here for that. 5 is a great number. So let's get into the rolls and find out what I'm going to be reading for the month of February. Okay, so last month we finished on author or person of colour rep, so we will start here and let's take our first roll. So obviously we have started off with a double. We have a double 6, and that means we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we end up with a romance. So of course the first roll was a double 3, and we landed on romance. For this one I have decided I'm going to be picking up Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. This one was gifted to me by Molly, the gift note there, wanting to jump out and tell everybody who gifted me this one. This one was gifted to me by Molly. Thank you so much for gifting me this one. I love you a lot. I am really looking forward to this one. I have heard that this is a fantasy romance and I've heard incredible things. I know that Becca loves this one and she pushes it a lot. But yeah, I don't know much else about it though. So on the back it says, we were meant to be seductive, we were designed to lure humans in. Fortuna Sworn is the last of her kind. Her brother disappeared 2 years ago, leaving her with no family or species to speak of. She hides among the humans, spending her days working at a bar and her nights searching for him. The bleak pattern goes on and on until she catches the eye of a powerful fairy. He makes no attempt to hide that he desires Fortuna, and in exchange for her he offers something irresistible. So Fortuna reluctantly leaves her safe existence behind to step into a world of creatures and power. It soon becomes clear that she may not have bargained with her heart, but with her very life. So it sounds amazing. I am looking forward to this one. I really want to get into reading more fantasy romance, and especially from self-published authors. I really want to try and support them a bit more. So I am living for this one. Thank you again, Molly, for gifting me this one. I cannot wait to pick it up. Also, this cover's gorgeous. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Roll number 2 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a middle grade. Roll number 2 brought us a middle grade, and for this one I'm going to be picking up Middle Grade Monthly's book for February, which is A Wolf for a Spell by Kara Sutton. Oh, another Sutton. And illustrated by Paulina Hanonimi. My apologies for that. This cover is stunning. This is a new release. It's only just come out, and this one was gifted to me by Cece. So thank you so much, Cece, for gifting this one to me. I really appreciate it. On the back it says, a brave wolf, cunning witch, rebellious girl. Together they must save the forest before it's too late. I believe that this is has Baba Yaga in it as well. I love books that have Baba Yaga in them. I really am anticipating this one. So I am really looking forward to it, and I'm glad that I've managed to get it on my TBR. Oh, obviously it's got illustrations in it because I've just said that there's an illustrator, but how pretty is this? Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Thank you again, Cece, for gifting me this one. Roll number 3 is another double, obviously. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-star prediction. For roll number 3, we got another double, so now we're up to 7 rolls, which is fine. But I gave this one, it came as a 5-star prediction, and I gave this one to my Patreons. I let them pick for this one. So the options were the 5th season, The Mask Falling, and also Vicious. And I picked these out from my 5-star prediction video, which I will leave a link to up here if you want to go and check it out. And the Vicious one, it's not the Vicious, just Vicious. Vicious one, which I am pleasantly surprised about and really happy about as well. I want to read them all, obviously they're all on my 5-star predictions, but I really wanted to get to this one, so I am hyped for this one. Very close second. But yeah, I am really looking forward to this one. This is following 2 guys called Victor and Eli who start out as roommates at college, and basically they are doing a thesis on the extraordinaries, which are basically people that have powers, and they want to try and work out how they ended up getting powers, because them 2 want powers, and it turns out that it's a near-death experience. So these 2 try to kill themselves and try and make sure that it's a near-death experience, obviously. And then we jump 10 years into to the present. So we follow them in the past at the college days, which gives us a backstory as to what's going on, and then we follow them in the present, in which Victor is currently coming out of prison after being in there for 10 years, and him and Eli are no longer friends, and we need to find out what's going on. I did get 200 pages into this last year. I remember everything that happened, but I haven't fully decided yet whether or not I'm going to start again or whether I will just continue from where I'm up to. I may just go back 50 pages and just carry on from there, but I really enjoyed the first 200 pages of this, which is why I predicted it to be a 5-star. I am loving this book so far, so I am looking forward to picking this back up, and I cannot wait to get back into this one. So thank you to my Patreons for picking this one for me. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and thank you for your endless support. Again, I really appreciate it. Roll number 4 is 9. 9, a graphic novel or manga. Roll number 4 brought us a graphic novel, and for this one I have gone for Beetle and the Hollow Bones. I don't know why I want to say Hollow Pox every single time. Beetle and the Hollow Bones by Eliza Lane. This one was gifted to me also. Lots of gifts here going on. This is gifted to me by Kate Holloway. Thank you so much, Kate. She was congratulating me for 2K on YouTube, so this was gifted to me like New Year time, and I really appreciate it. I don't know anything about this. It's a graphic novel. Like, she looks cute as hell, and so does this blobby thing. Oh, on the back it says, in the eerie town of Ollos, some people get to be magical sorceresses, while other people have their spirits trapped in the mall for all ghastly eternity. Oh dear. Then there's 12-year-old goblin witch Beetle, who's caught in between. She'd rather skip being homeschooled completely and spend time with her best friend Blob Ghost. Fair. But the mall is getting boring, and Blob Ghost is cursed to haunt it, tethered there by some unseen force, and now Beetle's old best friend Kat is back in town for a sorcery apprenticeship with her aunt Hollowbone. Kat is everything Beetle wants to be: beautiful, cool, great at magic, and kind of famous online. Beetle's quickly left behind in the dust, but Kat's mentor has set her own vile scheme in motion. If Blob Ghost doesn't escape the mall soon, their afterlife might be coming to a very sticky end. Now Beetle has less than a week to rescue her best ghost, encourage Kat to stand up for herself and confront the magic she's been avoiding for far too long, and hopefully ride a broom without crashing. This sounds so good. I am living for this. I'm assuming it's middle grade. It sounds really cute. The illustrations look adorable, and I just really fancy picking it up. I could save it for Halloween, but I don't want to, so we're going to pick it up in February. Roll number 5 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A sci-fi. Roll number 5 brought us a sci-fi, and I have bent this a little bit, but it's fine. It's my game, my rules. We're going to be going for Even the Darkest Stars by Heather Fawcett. This, when I googled it, is down as a sci-fi. It's sci-fi fantasy basically, but yeah, I'm picking this one up. I mean, it's got the word stars in the title, so how un-sci-fi-ish could this be? That made no sense. Again, this was gifted. It was gifted to me by Jade. Thank you so much, Jade. She wanted to get a head start on prepping me for Polarthon, which you will see in a second this is in my Polathon TBR. This is following a girl called Kasmin, who has always dreamed of becoming one of the Emperor's royal explorers, the elite climbers tasked with mapping the wintry mountainous empire and spying on its enemies. She knows she could be the best of in the world if only someone would give her a chance, but everything changes when the mysterious and eccentric river Shara, the greatest explorer ever known, arrives in her village and demands to hire Kamzin, not her older sister Lusha, and as everyone had expected, for his next expedition. This is Kamzin's chance to prove herself, even though River's mission to retrieve a rare talisman for the Emperor means climbing Rakshar, the tallest and deadliest mountain in the airs. Then Lusha sets off on her own mission to Rakshar with a rival explorer, and Kamzin must decide what's more important to her, protecting her sister from the countless perils of the climb or beating her to the summit. The challenges of climbing Rakshar are unlike anything Kamzin expected or prepared for, with avalanches, ice chasms, ghosts and other dangers at every turn. And as dark secrets are revealed, Kamzin must unravel the truth about their mission and her companions, while surviving the deadliest climb she has ever faced. This sounds so good. That was not what I was expecting it to be. I have not read the synopsis of this before, but I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to pick it up. Roll number 6 is a double 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A community shelf for double 8. No, it's not. It's a double 4. It's 8. My apologies. We got Mood Read. Nice. Roll number 6 brought us another double, so now we're up to 8 rolls. This is why I would like a smaller number, which was great to start with 5. And we ended up with a community shelf card, and for this one we got Mood Read, which I'm really happy about. It means that I can just pick a book up in the middle of the month or whenever I fancy just mood reading a book, so I don't pick a book for that now. I can just mood read something later on in the month, which is great. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Roll number 7 is 11. Which, let me just spin this round, I hadn't counted for the fact that it would be a long roll. Which is a big book of over 500 pages. Roll number 7 brought us a big book, which I was expecting, and I had a couple of options for this. But for this one, I have put on Battle Royale by Kushin Takamai, I don't know. This is the Burned Book Club's book pick for February. Is it for February or March? For January and February. The Burned Book Club, I will leave a link to them down below, their Twitter, and also both to Maddie and Spoop's YouTube channel, so you can go and check them out, because this is hosted by Maddie and Spoops, so you can go and check both of them out. And this is their book club pick for January and February, because it's a bi-monthly book club, and I am really looking forward to this one. It's a dystopian type book club, and I'm really looking forward to reading more dystopian this year, and I just thought that this one sounded really good. I would not have picked it up otherwise, and I did not own it. In fact, this is also gifted, and this was gifted to me by Lisa, so thank you so much, Lisa, for gifting me this one. At this point, this TBR should just be a gifted TBR. So thank you so much, Lisa, for gifting me this one. I know nothing about this at all, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I think it's going to be assassins or something. I don't know. Notorious high-octane thriller is based on an irresistible premise. A class of junior high school students is taken to a deserted island where, as part of the ruthless authoritarian, I think that's what it says, program, they are provided arms and forced to kill one another until only one survivor is left standing. This sounds violent as hell and sounds a little bit like the Hunger Games. I can't remember what came first now. I think this came before, and there is a dispute about some copycatting. I don't know the full ins and outs of it, I'm not sure. But anyway, this sounds really good. It's chunky as heck though. This is a chunky book. 647-ish pages. Yeah, 647 pages. So I'm looking forward to picking this one up. Hopefully I like it. We will see what happens. But yeah, that's what I've picked for big book. So roll number 8 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a YA fantasy. What I thought was going to be our last roll, roll number 8, I completely forgot that I needed to do an extra roll on the basis that I did not complete January's TBR. So we will be having 9 rolls. I completely forgot, but luckily I've remembered before I've done my entire TBR, thank goodness. But roll number 8 brought us a YA fantasy, and for this one I'm picking up Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. Obviously I am hosting the tog-along read-along along with Molly, Sydney and Jodie, so if you want to go and check out my announcement for that, I will leave a link to it up here. Sunday the 31st of January at 6 PM on my channel is the live show for the Assassin's Blade. But yeah, tog-along is basically reading the whole of the Throne of Glass series over the next 8 months. And in February we're going to be reading Throne of Glass, so I wanted to get this on my TBR as quickly as possibly could. This is a book about an assassin called Selena Sardothian. That's all I know, and that's all I want to know. So I am picking this one up, and that's what I've picked for YA fantasy. And hopefully the final roll, roll number 9, this is because I did not complete January's TBR, so this is my punishment roll. We got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is a graphic novel or a manga. And then roll number 9 was another graphic novel, which I'm happy about. I'm not going to be mad about a graphic novel. And for this one, I'm going to be picking up Witchy by Ariel Slamet-Rios. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This, I don't know a great deal about, but this came in an Owl Crate box. And I don't get Owl Crate because shipping. But I managed to get this off of a friend. Thank you to Jenny for sending me this one. She just charged me for postage. So thank you so much, Jenny, for sending me this one. I really wanted to read it. I believe that apparently this is to do with magic, and the magic comes from the hair, so I believe it's something to do with that. Other than that, I don't know a great deal, and I don't really want to, but okay, let's read the back. In the Witch Kingdom hailing, I think that's how you pronounce that, the strength of your magic is determined by the length of your hair. Those that are strong enough are conscripted by the Witch Guard, who enforce the law in peacetime and protect the land during war. However, those with hair judged too long are pronounced enemies of the kingdom and annihilated. This is called a witch burning. It sounds intense, but I am here for it, so I'm really excited to pick this one up, and I'm glad I've managed to get it on my TBR, so looking forward to that one as well. Okay, a couple of other books that I wanted to get on my TBR but just didn't quite manage it because I have now run out of rolls, which is fine. But a couple of the other books that I really want to read, but there's no pressure to do so now. If I don't get to them, that's fine, are The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang, which is the second in the Poppy War series. I really want to get to this. It is chunky, but I really want to carry on with the series. I kind of want to read this one now and then The Burning God in March. I think that's my plan. So I'm not reading them too close back to back, but still getting through them at a pretty good pace. This was gifted to me by Molly, so thank you so much for gifting me this one. And I'm looking forward to continuing on with this series. I also want to stick with continuing on with series a little bit. I want to read The Well of Ascension, which I don't yet own. I will be buying soon, but I want to read The Well of Ascension, which is the second in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. So again, I would like to read that one a month, like finish the series in March. So I'm looking forward to continuing on with that series. I also want to pick up Night Shadow by Sebastian de Castell, which is the second in the Greatcoat series. I really loved Traitor's Blade, and I cannot wait to continue on with the series. The hope is that myself, Molly and Maddie will read it all at the same time and kill Jade off. So, you know, it's her favourite series of all time, and that's her favourite in the series, I think. So we're really looking forward to doing that to her, but once that happens, I am looking forward to kind of reading the next two in the series back to back, hopefully in March. We will see though. And then also Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. This came in the Fairy Loot box for December, I'm fairly certain, and it looks like this. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to this one. This is like a heist, possibly, I'm not sure, but it's like a found family type thing, and I am here for it. I cannot wait. I am looking forward to it. There is a read along for this. I think it's the first week of February, but I might have to push back picking this up to like the 3rd or 4th week because Polathon in the first week. So I do want to pick this one up as well. keep your eyes open for my reading vlogs so you can find out my thoughts on all of these books. But let's get into my Polathon TBR, because otherwise this TBR is going to be extremely long and I don't want that. So I am going to be on Team Penguin, Newt Newt, which is Molly's team. It's just the team whose my books just fit perfectly for it that I wanted to read. I have had a little bit of a shuffle around with some of my books. I did have some others on my mind, but I've had a little bit of a sort of shuffle around. So I'm really looking forward to this. I am excited. Again, I will leave all the information down below that you need to go and check out what Polathon is about. It is hosted by Jade, so do go and check her channel out. Also check out the Twitter, and I will leave the announcement video down there below as well, so you can go and check that out. She will be planning some reading sprints and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm so excited. It's one of my favourite readathons of the year and I just love taking part. So I am hyped. I cannot wait. So the first prompt for us is for an animal friend, and for this one I will be picking up A Wolf for a Spell by Cara Sutton. I have just mentioned this one for Middle Grade Monthly, so I'm glad I'm being able to combine this one. So I am looking forward to picking this one up and I cannot wait to do so. Then the next one is an Arctic adventure, and for this one I'm going for Even the Darkest Stars by Heather Fawcett. Again, just mentioned what this one is about. It is an Arctic adventure. Then we have a foiled cover, and for this one I'm going to go for Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. This is actually the Patreon buddy read pick for January, February for my Patreons. So we have a buddy read, a bi-monthly buddy read, and this was the book that we picked. They wanted polar fantasies in order to fit with Polathon and also get some more recommendations, and this was the book that was picked. I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know a great deal about it, but I believe this is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. So I am hyped, and I think there's going to be like some folklore and things like that in it, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good one. Then next we have folklore, so Spinning Silver could have fit for that one. Also A Wolf for a Spell could have fit for it because of Baba Yaga, but I am going for The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. I really want to finish this series off, and I've just not had the chance to pick this up in the month of January, so I really do want to carry on with this and hopefully just finish this off in February. I sound like I started it. I haven't. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I do want to finish this off. This is the third in the Bear and the Nightingale series, and it is full of folklore. It's also polar fantasy, so I'm looking forward to carrying on with this and finishing the series off finally. So the final prompt is polar fantasy, and for this one I'm going for The Polar Bear Explorers Club by Alex Bell. I am looking forward to this one. Jade has been shouting from the rooftops about this one for a long time, and I can't wait to finally pick it up. This was gifted to me by Cece, so thank you so much, Cece, for gifting me this one. I am really looking forward to this one again. So that is my Polathon TBR, two of which I managed to get on to my Bookopoly TBR, which is great news. So yeah, on that basis my TBR is looking pretty good and I'm reasonably happy with it. On top of this, obviously, I have the other books that I did mention that I kind of want to get to as well. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to February as a whole. I'm looking forward to the books that I've got on my TBR. I do have a secret TBR as well for the second week of February, so keep your eyes open for that. And yeah, I am hyped. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and do leave me a dice emoji in the comments down below if you got to the end. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.